Theirs not to make reply, theirs not to reason why, theirs but to do and die.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Star Trek Online. Today we have loaded up Captain D84. Well, I say captain, he's technically only a commander. He's level 21. Got an extra level due to some duty officer missions. And today we're going to take him through the next step in the Iconian war arc. So we are going to play through the mission Midnight. So let's have our user interface back and we'll see what we can get here. Here we go. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defence. Perhaps, if we are fortunate, we'll be able to turn back time. Now this is week 4 of the run of Midnight, so all the mission rewards are unlocked. Let's have a look at what they all are. The war continues. All of our warriors are needed to fight.
One way or another, the war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time.
Okay, so we have the usual skill points and expertise. Feature episode weekly reward. That's right, it's the first time I've recorded this episode, first time I've played through the episode this week. So we'll be getting that. It's not the first time I've recorded it, because by the time this goes out you'll have seen Kolos play it through. So we'll have a bit of a reference to see if the mission has any differences depending on whether you're Federation or Klingon allied. Klingon or Federation side, sorry. The Iconian vest outfit and dilithium ore. And then we have the Sol defense deflector, impulse and covariant shield. All 3 parts of that set look to be a really nice set for an engineering based captain to have, and so once I'm finished playing through this mission today, I will more than likely play it through again 2 more times to pick up both other parts. Today I am going to take the impulse engine from it. It looks like a very nice impulse engine. Space trait, nanite repair matrix, automatic hull heal when the hull is below 50%. Again, that is another good item for anyone to have, but especially an engineer, I would say. So I will be wanting to play through the mission 4 times, once for each of the 3 parts set on the Sol defense set, and the 4th time for this trait. I am going to be absolutely sick of this mission by the time I have collected all 4 parts. Okay, let's accept the mission then. The tactical Tetrion pulse generator. Not really something I'm interested in. Okay, so we have the mission. Next up, let's transport to the start point, which Kiana system in the Delta Quadrant, which means for this guy at level 21, it's the Iconian gateway in the Tau Dewa sector. And the incongruous beam out from your ship to load up in your ship. There's something strange about that. Anyway, as you can see, with level 20 we acquired a new ship. I have gone for the USS Excelsior. There are various other ships I could have had at level 20. There's a tactical and a science ship. There are 3 engineering cruisers, however. This is the one I chose. The other 2 I could have taken is the USS Enterprise C Ambassador class, which was only ever seen in 1 episode of The Next Generation, but the model was then used a few other times as other Ambassador class ships in future episodes of Star Trek Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and I believe it's even visible in the opening battle in Star Trek First Contact. The 3rd option I could have had was the a Constellation class was it Constellation class, I think, which is the USS Stargazer, which was Captain Picard's first ship that he had command of, and that turned up in a couple of episodes of The Next Generation in Series 1. So if anyone wants to see either of those two ships, Star Trek The Next Generation Series 1, I forget the name of the episode for the Stargazer, and yesterday's Enterprise, which was Series 3 of The Next Generation for the Ambassador class. The Excelsior class ships turned up just about everywhere whenever there was some admiral needing to go somewhere. It was obviously a very versatile ship that Starfleet kept around and built quite a lot of. And of course the Enterprise C was also, not the Enterprise C, the Enterprise B was also an Excelsior class, and had extra bits sticking out the side at the front here, and also had extra impulse engines on the back. That ship, that version of the USS Excelsior, is actually going to be available to me to fly when I'm much higher level than I am at the moment. I'm only level 21. Anyway, we're not here to discuss different types of ship. We are here to play through the episode Midnight. So let's just get ourselves down towards the gateway a little more, and there we go. Begin!
You are cleared for docking.
The animation seems to freeze just after you warp in before it comes out with you're cleared for docking. Anyway, the Krenim temporal phasing technology makes this one of the few safe rallying points for what remains of the Alliance fleet. I hope I'm not speaking out of line, but I'm looking forward to paying back the Iconians for all the ships and friends that are missing from this muster. I miss them too, but right now I need to check in with some of the other captains about our orders. Okay. Captain Corrin.
The High Command is still intact, and Kronos remains unconquered. Even so, this war cannot be won if we lose Earth. The Bortesque will fight until she can fight no more, as will I. If this is to be our end, then I will meet it with blade in hand and blood in my teeth. I can ask for no greater honor than to fight beside an ally who has shown this courage time and again.
It sounds to me like we've got a different different voice artist on Captain Corrin. Kapla, Captain Corrin. Let's go see Tiaru Jarok.
All these years of pain and strife, and it comes to this? I cannot believe that this is how we will end. Our suffering, our struggles cannot be rendered so meaningless. You know what we have been through. This bitter taste, this grief that washes over me, cannot be the last thing that I feel. We will rise again from this. We must.
Joel and true, Commander Jarok. She seems very determined.
Glad you're here. We've been fighting non-stop and it feels like we're barely making a dent. Command says we're preparing for our last chance. I hope they have an ace up their sleeve, because I can't see a way to defeat the Iconians in a straight military battle. Whatever happens, just remember that you'll always have the Enterprise at your side.
Thank you, Captain Sean. It's grim, sir. Most people are trying to stay hopeful, but we've all lost so much in this war. The pressure is just wearing everyone down. We should go to the briefing. Maybe Captain Kagran has some good news.
We have defeated one Iconian, but the cost to do so was too high. The Iconian forces are too numerous for us to sustain such a strategy. We have been forced to our last resort. The Krenim time ship has been modified, and we can use it to generate a portal to send us back to the ancient time of Iconia. Once there, we must prevent any Iconians from escaping the destruction of their home world. If necessary, we must kill the remaining Iconians ourselves.
Our time travel experiments have all failed so far.
We presumably failed at temporal incursion, changing things in the past while remaining in a bubble of temporally shielded current time. This allows the timeline to unfold as it will, almost randomly. My team and I have been working on an alternative method that will actually send someone back in time to the past, where they can directly affect the timeline and help to guide it along the desired path. We've been running some basic scenarios that leave us quite hopeful that we can aid in the original attacks on ancient Iconia, to ensure there are no survivors for us to deal with in the present.
This seems like an exceedingly risky plan, and even if it works, we are going to be engaging in genocide.
We cannot sustain this war. The Iconians will destroy or conquer every species in the galaxy if we do not stop them now. There is no guarantee that this plan will work, but if we do not try, we will certainly lose everything. Our long-range sensors have detected signs of transit from the Iconian spheres. The Iconians must be preparing their heralds for another large-scale invasion. We are gathering our remaining forces to make our stand.
Yikes.
The Iconians have picked our next battlefield, and it is the Sol system. If Earth falls, we have lost this war. We have one move left to us, and it is to move this war to a battlefield of our own design. We will attack the Iconians in the past. We've identified that the Iconians were forced from their homeworld in an attack 200,000 years ago. We will take part in that attack and ensure there are no survivors to fight us in the present. Noi's team is busy reconfiguring the time ship. There are no guarantees, even with time travel on our side. We must hold out long enough for a ship to pass through a temporal portal. That means fighting this fight and every other until this technology is complete.
Captain, this goes against everything we stand for. Everything we've been fighting for.
You talk of honor and duty and freedom. All of these will just be words if we fail. We can try to live up to these ideals when we survive.
Bit disturbing, but he has a point. We've been trying to live up to these ideals during the war, and we're losing. Perhaps it's time we adopted just whatever tactics we can use, and then hope to survive. Ready to beam up to the Sandminer? Yeah, let's beam up.
You are cleared for departure. Good luck.
I like this animation. Every ship warps out, leaving mine till last, and yet for some unknown reason, I'm on my own on this one. The Iconians have begun their attack. Incoming hail from Captain Kagran.
I've gotten word from Noi. They've completed their modifications, and the Krenim time ship is on its way. We must hold off the heralds long enough for the Krenim ship to arrive and generate a portal. Once the portal is open, we will go back in time to ancient Iconia and try to change history. But first, we must survive long enough to do so.
Okay, so where can we shoot up on defenses?
Enterprise here. We've intercepted a group of heralds. Can you give us a hand with them?
Acknowledged Enterprise, where are we? Okay.
This is the USS Hood. Our attack group is taking heavy losses.
RRW Vivetrix responding to your call for assistance, Hood.
I've got 3 blue lasers and 2 orange ones. Don't have all orange ones yet. Oh, what the hell? Maybe because the blue ones do a lot more noise than the orange ones. I don't know how the volume levels are here. It's not too loud. It's very like volume down a little bit. That might help. Quite so loud anymore. I used to have a problem with echoing audio as well. I think that's solved, I'm not entirely sure. See when I played that first video if that actually is. I think I managed to figure out what was causing that and disable it in my various options there. I'm not entirely certain, so I'd be interested to see this recorded video and if the echo is gone.
20 shipment range. This is the USS Cleveland. We're losing reactor containment. We need immediate assistance.
Enterprise can hold the line.
Magnetic
Help get
fields
those ships
available.
back into the
All
fight.
hands, abandon ship.
Whoa! USS Cleveland blew up. Let's get the escape pods before anything else happens. Okay.
Curlin here.
Hey! Curland from Deep Space Nine. Of course, we haven't reached the right level to play those missions, so we don't really know who he is yet, but never mind. Okay, so let's go raging through there.
Jupiter Station is reporting Herald ships are moving in some kind of massive infrastructure, requesting immediate assistance.
IKS Varanus, changing course to Jupiter Station.
I really like these little conversation words popping in from the left hand side. Really helps with the feeling of the war. Everybody working together to try and take down the Iconians. From the Alpha Quadrant, the Beta Quadrant, and the Delta Quadrant. Oh, thing, whatever. Yep. Inside strong Delta Quadrant as well as the Alpha and Beta Quadrant. Things seem to be going quite nicely, actually. Okay. Alright, more Vulcan raiders. Another one. And another one. And another one. Yeah, we're doing quite well. This is good.
The shipyards are losing integrity. We need someone on damage control, or we may lose them before the ships and dock can mobilize.
Kind of like the yellow and orange paint job on my ship. It looks pretty snazzy. I think I did well there. Okay. shipyard's dealt with.
Akagi here. We've restored main power. Thanks for keeping the gantries intact. Bringing the Fight 99th Attack Wing into battle now.
This is EST control. We're losing life support and transporters are offline.
Earth space dock has lost main power. We're evacuating the crew.
This can't be good. Oh no, there's a battleship just come through a gateway. Solar gateway as well. So, you can take down that battleship.
Chimera, all non-essential personnel are away.
There we go, battleship's gone. Dolphin radar. Gone. Long battle. Boom. It was blown up, but it wasn't me. It's a change, I suppose. Captain, Heralds are maneuvering to attack the Alliance fleet's exposed flank. We need to move quickly to intercept them before they can disrupt our battle lines. Acknowledged. There we go. I really like that I'm not actually generating much aggro here. A lot of the damage is being focused on the NPC ships. Why is there no more ships to fight? Has the mission bugged on me? Come on, Iconians, where are you hiding? Oh man. Tell me it has bugged. Oh, great. That's just going to be fantastic. It means I've got to exit and replay. See, I went past the marker on the minimap there, so if I maybe go back in. Oh, that's triggered the spawn. Way! Oh, I was beginning to panic there. Okay, here we go. That's the enhanced plasma manifold. The enhanced plasma manifolds are surprisingly fantastic console to have, and it comes from the 500 Zen Oberth class ship. Tier 1. Uh-oh, Dominion.
I told you I'd be back, and this time I brought friends.
We have brought together forces from every quadrant of the galaxy. The Iconians have done the impossible.
This one here, 500 Zen.
I hope you're happy to see me. It doesn't look like things have been going too well so far. I left because I needed to find allies for this war. Ones who you couldn't or wouldn't talk to. The Dominion understands the Iconian threat, and they are quite eager to protect their stake in this galaxy.
Your timing is, as always, impeccable. That sounded like the Enterprise putting itself back together. Where's the Enterprise? Oh! Poor ship, whatever that one was. There's the Enterprise. Yep, it's got its saucer section back on now. Okay.
The Herald ships are regrouping. We should use this respite to our advantage. Form up at the KIS Anarax. We must protect it long enough for it to activate a time portal. Once the portal is stabilized, we can use it to go back to Iconia's past and hopefully undo this war before it starts.
That's our only option?
Our situation is desperate. If we fail here, Earth will fall, and Kronos won't have much hope of standing without it.
This is our last chance then. I'll see you in the past.
I'm arriving with the time ship. We must protect it until the portal is stable.
Okie dokie. Okay, let's choose something and start firing on it. Oops. Got something I can't actually. Oh, range. Range of a lot of things actually. Come on, get within range. There we go.
Keep those Iconians off us. Temporal coordinates have been identified.
Okie dokie. Well, we have 1 minute to go before that ship's going to open its thing. There's the Enterprise doing the saucer separation there. But hey, always something exciting to watch in the next generation.
We're halfway there, creating a bridge across space-time.
Come on, let's go. Dang, flying on that great one, mate.
Just a little bit longer, stabilizing the temporal portal so a ship can travel through it.
Come on, here we go. 12%, it's about to go. There it goes. No loot. Damn it. A ship that size, you'd think it'd drop
That's
some
it.
loot.
The portal is active and stable. Enter it now.
Okay, let's enter the time portal.
Energizing temporal emitters. The time portal is open and stable.
Go! Get through that portal!
Setting a course now.
There's Kagran. Oh!
The Heralds are firing on the portal!
No doubt they're trying to close it. I think they can see what it is.
The portal is destabilizing. Hurry!
Hurry, 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 hurry. There's the Enterprise. It's not going through though. There's me! Zooming through the portal.
More
followed
gateways!
By,
An Iconian flagship is moving in!
followed by Sealer, most likely.
Is the moment of your extinction.
Not today. Everyone, form up and cover our six.
That's a lot of
Theirs
ships.
not to make reply. Theirs not to reason why. Theirs but to do and die. Into the Valley of Death rode the 600.
Yikes. Okay. Well, it's a long space battle.
Evaluating astrometrics. Confirmed. We have traveled back approximately 200,000 years. Only our 2 ships made it through.
There are no signs of Captain Cogran or his ship. We will have to continue the mission without him.
He'll be here somewhere. Probably be finding him. Captain, we've done some preliminary scans of our temporal location. Noi has put us exactly where and when we needed to be. On Iconia, about 2 hours ahead of the time we have for the attack on this world. Thank you very much, Sarva.
Perfect. This will give us a moment to get our bearings and figure out how best to prevent the Iconians from escaping their doom. There are only 12 Iconians that we've encountered, so trying to deal with just those 12 will be a much easier task than trying to take on this whole world.
Let's see what we can learn about these people in the time that we have. Okay, let's see who this alien is.
Greetings of the whole to you, strangers, and welcome to Iconia. My name is Matararen, and I am a herald of Matara. Before I can allow you to pass, I must scan you to ensure that your technology is of a sufficient level for you to be allowed access to our city. This will only take a moment.
Interesting. The herald is not floating. Excuse me. Heralds are clearly biological life forms in the past.
Your technology is sufficient, but your chronoton particles are substantially out of phase. Please follow me. You must speak to my mistress.
Lead the way.
Remember why we are here. Every Iconian must die in the bombardment, and their technology cannot be taken. If even one Iconian escapes, this could all be for nothing.
Don't worry, I'll remember.
I recommend we begin by infiltrating their government building. We need access to their data and the gateway controls.
I agreed. We can't allow any of their technology to escape. It doesn't look like anything I expected either.
You've seen the ruins of a once mighty empire. This is Iconia at the height of its power.
Big floaty rings and this giant ball. What's the purpose of it? Is it decorative? Okay.
I apologize for the interruption, Honored One. These travelers have just arrived at our city. Their chronoton particles are out of phase, and per your instructions, I have brought them to you.
Thank you, Mataran. You may return to your station. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Iconia. It is highly unusual to receive visitors with such unusual chronoton signatures, and yet we have had 2 in less than a cycle. Do you know a being named Cogran?
Yes, we were separated from Cagran on our journey here.
Wonderful. He will be quite pleased to reunite with you. You should be able to find him in the residential district. I imagine you passed through the same chronoton-charged nebula he did. That would account for the anomalous readings.
Yeah, we did pass through that nebula. Is there anything else we need to know?
Since you are explorers like Cogran, I suggest you speak to Lemiran. She is the keeper of our world heart, a repository of all knowledge and a genetic record of the worlds we have visited. The astrometrics data in the world heart could prove quite useful to you. Do you have any questions?
No, that's all for now. If anyone wants to explore the other conversation options in there, it's something to do when you're doing your own playthrough. We're keeping this video as short as possible because it's probably going to be about an hour anyway.
Greetings, travelers. Are you explorers, or do you come seeking our wisdom and guidance? Either way, I apologize. I am rather occupied at the moment. Please, return later. I should have time to speak to you then.
Okay, I'll come back.
The changes we see in the Iconians are too great to be simple evolution. The Iconians shape themselves and the Heralds into weapons. Genetic engineering that is both efficient and terrible.
Let's find Kagran. Well, there's our mission pointer on the compass at the top of the screen. So he's over this way. Sure enough, there he is, coming down the ramp.
You made it. Something must have gone wrong as we entered the portal that disrupted synchronization. I arrived 2 weeks ago. I remained cloaked, scanned the planet for several days, and then came to the surface as an explorer, seeking to open diplomatic relations with the Iconians. My ship is using the magnetic fields above the poles to help conceal its presence.
What have you found?
The Iconians of this time are nothing like the ones we know. They are flesh, and appear to be friendly and peaceful, if a bit arrogant with those they see as lesser. Come. They will allow us to move through the city freely. You should see this for yourself.
Okay. Indeed, they are very different. Flesh and bone. So what changed them to the energy beings that we've seen in previous missions?
Kagran is either a fool, or he's being manipulated by the Iconians. Either way, he might jeopardize the mission. We'll need to watch him closely.
No, he has a point.
Someone's calling for help.
Here we go. Someone calling for
An
help.
injured herald. This could be a chance to learn about their physiology. Perhaps even find a weakness.
Hello. Can you help us? My herald is injured, and I cannot leave him. I need someone to bring us some healing supplies.
I will assist you.
Thank you. There should be a healer nearby.
I will find them. The healer is over this side of the big disc that we're on.
Do you require assistance, visitor?
No, but you're a healer. We're in need of medical assistance.
Certainly. However, I do not detect any injuries or maladies in your physical form. What do you require?
It's not for me. One of Villar's heralds is injured.
Oh, of course. It is our duty and privilege to care for our heralds. I will follow you to the patient.
Okay.
We'll see who the lesser race is.
I have spent days among these people. They are very proud and very strong.
Thank you, traveler. I appreciate your assistance.
You're welcome. Be well.
The Iconians' affection for their pets is a weakness. We can exploit that.
I am not so sure. After all, we've seen how the Iconians will transform their pets. The Heralds are merciless killing machines. They have killed multitudes during this war.
Deaths that we will avenge here. No more waiting. We need to finish our mission. I don't understand why you're bothering to help these people. We need to find the gateway controls, sabotage them, and be done with it. This could all be over if you'd let it.
It's my job to help people in need. Circumstances are irrelevant. Sela is, in my opinion, a gigantic pain in the backside. If I could just kick her off the edge, that would be nice. It's such a long way down.
Clearly the Iconians have a highly developed sense of the aesthetic.
That's fine, but what we need is to know more about their technology. And we're going to a park.
When you have technology as advanced as the Iconians, wonders can be found anywhere you look. We should talk to that officer over there.
I see you are interested in this device. We are testing a new method of encryption. So far, it has proven to be most effective. To access the console, you must solve a series of problems that we believe only an Iconian could answer. Unfortunately, I fear the console is stuck in a testing phase, which is why I am protecting it. It may be a waste of time. You appear intelligent enough, but I doubt you or any of our other visitors could solve even the easiest of problems in the algorithm.
Then let me watch the console for you. Lemirin says she needs to see you right away.
I am not supposed to leave this area unwatched, but all of my heralds are performing other duties. And if Elmiran sent you, very well. Thank you, Traveler. I will not be long.
You shouldn't keep her waiting. Okay, here's an interesting thought. In a little bit of time, I'm going to be back talking with Lemirin. Now, she must have spoken with Betren by now. So, why is she not suspicious of me? I've obviously lied. Let's decode encryption algorithm 1. Please input the correct solution. How many exotic spheres are possible in 7-dimensional space? 28. Given a population of diploid organisms that mate randomly, with 9% of the population homozygous recessive for a particular trait, calculate the percent that are heterozygous for that trait. The answer is 42. Let's look at the Donasian file. Donasians have made repeated requests for medical technology. Analysis of their biomedical ethics, however, indicate that at their primitive level of development they have an 84.6% chance of doing themselves harm with genetic engineering and a 74.2% chance of using it for biological warfare. Although thus far their dealings with us have been honourable, a plague on their world has increased their demands for our gene manipulators. Our recommendation is to continue to supply the Donasians with medical supplies and antigens, but to withhold other medical technology. What's the file in the Ichabar? The Ichabar have made no secret that they covet our gateway technology. Unfortunately, they are a warlike species. Soon after they developed rudimentary warp drive technology, they used it to attack and enslave several inhabited worlds. The Ichabar have also made several attempts to covertly access our consoles and steal our technology. Although officially we are not at war, we should be extremely cautious with the Ichabar. Access to gateways is strictly off limits for the Ichabar, and a herald will be assigned to monitor all movements of Ichabar representatives in areas near gateway access points. Interesting that in the Series 2 of the Next Generation, Data, Worf and Picard, after they beamed down to the Iconian complex that they beamed down to on Iconia, Data references the Ichabar and the Donasian languages when reading the consoles.
It is just as I surmised. The Iconians are following their own version of the Prime Directive. They are attempting to protect lesser developed species from acquiring technology that they may not use wisely or well.
The evidence does point in that direction.
Not so fast. We've only heard one side of the story. I'd like to know what some of the other visitors here think about the oh-so-noble Iconians.
Yeah, okay, let's find out. Let's talk to them. See what's happening here.
We will gladly give you the medicines you require, but our genetic engineering technology is off limits.
Donasian, perhaps?
The medicine will help with this plague, but what about the next one? We need the ability to take care of ourselves, but you won't give us the means to do so.
I am sorry, but we have extremely stringent rules about who can use our technology. There are many species who are not yet ready to use our gifts safely and wisely. One moment, Volkar. Yes? May I help you?
Our people have a similar policy regarding technology to protect developing societies. I think you're right to restrict the access.
Yes, I will take your opinion under advisement, but ultimately, this is an Iconian matter. You are simply another visitor on our world.
I'll leave it to you then. Only trying to help. Have a transphase bomb. Okay, let's see what these two have got to say to themselves.
We haven't made much headway trying to reverse engineer the gateways, but just imagine what we could do with it.
Oh, I have. You could move an army in the blink of an eye. Think about what would happen if all these heralds just showed up on your planet. Oh, they'd take over in a day. I'm still trying to acquire some of their data. Have you had any luck yet?
Nothing yet. Despite all their openness and hospitality, the Iconians have everything on lockdown. I can't even get near the building where they keep the world hard without some herald stopping me. If I were the Iconians, I too would think twice about giving people like these advanced technology.
Agreed.
This doesn't prove anything. So the Iconians had their reasons for withholding technology. I don't care, and neither do their enemies. We know the bombardment is imminent. This world will be obliterated, no matter how much you sympathize with the Iconians. And don't forget what we're here to do. There can be no survivors.
You don't see any echoes of yourself in these people, Seela. Sir, we're detecting an armada of ships on long-range sensors. Multiple configurations. Let's avoid detection at all costs. If
Tell
not
your
mind.
ships to drop into orbit above the polar region. My ship is cloaked there.
Very well. Sandminer, take up a polar orbit above the planet. Let's talk to this Iconian engineer.
Excuse me, but I require assistance. We have lost contact with several of our colony worlds. I am attempting to increase the range of this communications console to re-establish the connection. But I need another set of hands to adjust the frequency while I attempt to dial in the proper network levels. All of my heralds are currently working on the evacuation. Would you be willing to help me?
I'll do what I can. Let's realign the phase discriminator. Has to get up to 14.7, it's currently at 6.1, so let's increase the frequency a bit. Quite a bit. Whoa, there we go.
Curious. Our communications should be reaching the colonies, but I am not receiving any response to my messages. Something terrible must have happened. We were not concerned about the lesser races. Not at first. They were like children who wanted things they could not understand. It was our duty to protect them, to guide them. In time, when they were ready, we would have shared all of our gifts.
What will you do now?
I do not know. If the colony worlds have fallen, then I am sorry. Please excuse me. I must speak to our leaders.
Best of luck to you.
We already know the evacuation did not save them.
But the gateway on New Romulus remained active for a time.
Then we must cut off that path, now, before anyone escapes.
Let's speak to Lemirin.
Welcome, traveler. I apologize for my earlier absence. Do you have questions about our world?
Many questions, but I'm moving the video along.
The attack is beginning. I thought we'd have more time. We must retrieve the World Heart and escape. Will you help us?
The attack is beginning. We must decide how to proceed. I have spoken to these people, walked their streets, shared their meals. Regardless of what we know they will do in the future, the Iconians of this time are not evil. They are peaceful. And they are guilty of no crimes, worse than standing up for their ideals. The very same ideals, I might point out, as the Federation's prime directive.
So you're saying we should help them, even knowing what they will do?
You have walked the same streets as I, spoken to the same people. Can you allow them to die for crimes they have not yet committed? For my part, I find no honor in cold-blooded murder.
You make a valid point.
It doesn't matter what these people are now. We know what they will become, what they will do. The Iconians will destroy my homeworld. They will bomb the archive in the Lena system and exterminate the Preservers. They will incite the Undine to destroy Keswick 4. They will attack our homeworlds, kill those we love, and threaten our very existence.
That's in the future. We're here now.
And that changes nothing. We know what will happen. In our time, they are poised to destroy or enslave the galaxy. There is no choice. We destroy them now and save ourselves.
Do we have the right to execute Iconians for crimes they haven't committed?
It's a bit late for second thoughts. Our mission is clear. We don't have a choice. We're here and we will do what needs to be done. Atone for your sins after you've saved the galaxy.
You know, sometimes being ruthless isn't right. Let's go get the World Heart.
The World Heart contains all of our knowledge and all our genetic data. With it, we can rebuild. We have a refuge built for those who serve us. We shall go there.
Wouldn't be the one on Dewa 3.
We should be able to access the Gateway network from here. We could disable all of the gateways at once.
We offered Lemirin our aid. There is no honor in striking down an ally from the Hive.
The honorable thing would be to complete our mission and save our galaxy. Or do you not care about what happens to Kronos?
We need to transfer the World Heart to a transportable format. I'll need your help to initiate the download from that console.
I think we'll just drop a transphasic bomb here for when all the other folks decide to come in.
The download is proceeding, but it will not complete before the invaders find us.
That worked quite well, actually. First group didn't last long.
Now we need to release the magnetic interlocks holding the core. I need you at the other console.
Okay. First of all, a transphasic bomb.
More invaders. They must not take the World Heart.
There we go.
We need to erase the mainframe memory banks. I will require your assistance.
Okay. Definitely dropping another bomb.
More aliens are coming. Protect me.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mainframe memory erased. The last step is to eject the world heart.
Okay, we're just going to collect all this loot first. Oh, phase of pulse wave assault. That could be quite good. 87. No, maybe not. Okay. Let's release the world heart.
I fear that was just the beginning of the violence. My people are few, and most of our heralds are elsewhere. Defeating a significant force would be costly to both sides. I know you are not one of the whole, and I have no right to ask for your assistance. But would you help us evacuate the city?
I had a sudden thought there on that sentence, but it's just gone out of my head because I realised she hadn't said it at the time.
Blessings of the whole upon you. We must gather as many of our people as possible and escort them to the gateway platform. Once we are there, I will open the path to our refuge. Many of our people already left for Colony Worlds, but we have lost contact with them. I fear the worst.
So what do we do?
I recommend we locate Tiket. She is our protector, and there are none who know the ways of our enemy as well as she.
Okay.
Tiket is a fearsome warrior, and has kept our people safe for countless millennia. Until today.
Rescuing Iconians is not what we're here to do.
Perhaps it is. When we came back in time, we did not know what we would find.
Okay.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath.
Set aside your foolish pride and help your people.
You think it is pride that keeps me here? It is not for pride that I fight, but for dignity. I fight for my people.
You have earned the respect of all who matter. Will you come with us?
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath.
Oh dear, she's going to be stubborn, isn't she? There is no honor in throwing your life away.
Honor? Why should I care about honor when Iconian blood is being spilled on sacred ground? What honor have our enemies shown? They attack a peaceful world. Honor is meaningless.
She who has lost honor can lose nothing more.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath.
Your people are dying, Tiket. They need you.
My people are weak. They have neglected the ways of battle in favor of science and art. They are philosophers. I do not wish for them to die. but they could have chosen the path of strength. I will die to defend them. I do not know if I can save them.
Your people are stronger than you give them credit for.
I appreciate your efforts, stranger, but I cannot come with you. I will defend Iconia until my final breath.
If you die here, who will claim vengeance for the fallen?
Your words have merit. If we go to the refuge, we can rebuild. There, we can plan our vengeance. No one will ever threaten us again.
Think about your people, Tiket, not your revenge.
She is a fool. She would let her people die so she could avenge them.
Vengeance is a powerful weapon.
Wow. Fires are raging on the surface of Iconia.
We will never forget this tragic day.
Oh, the floaty rings in the ball are not floating anymore. Oh, the ramp up to the gateway platform is gone. Okay, let's shoot all these enemies, whatever species they are. Let's see what the cat says.
Thank you. You have shown exceptional kindness and valor in this trying time. I will miss my home. Iconia is precious to us, but as long as the whole survives, we can use the world heart to rebuild.
Go to the gateway platform. We'll meet you there. Let's see what's up here. More aliens. Shoot them. I want to catch staff. Seems to have a long reload time, but it does a lot of damage at once.
These are not a warlike people.
Not yet. That will change.
Bloodshed affects everyone differently. My people became warriors when an alien species threatened our home.
And the Iconians will become conquerors.
Sela is correct. The Iconians are indeed going to become conquerors. Okay, let's send these Iconians to safety. See what's happening around here. War leader. A couple other guys around here. No. Oh man, I got hit by the plasma grenade. I hate plasma grenades. A lot of things dropped here today. That's always nice. We'll have to look through all that drops later and equip anything that's useful and sell anything that's not.
Now I see your plan. We've won their confidence, gathered them together. Strike now, and we can eliminate them all.
See, I am fed up talking to you. I'm going to just pretend to be thinking along the same lines as you. Wait until the last minute for our betrayal so they have no chance to escape. Here we go, gateway platform. Oh look, aliens. Shoot them all now. Shoot them all before they can
The gateway is damaged. You will need to reroute the power and reinitialize the gateway open sequence.
I can't be bothered with that. Never mind. Let's take the item. Let's take that one. Phaser dual pistols. Could be useful. Let's rewrite the power.
Didn't the others save the Iconians? Where are they?
They may already be here.
Looks like I'm saving the Iconians, which would make me the others. Oh, you idiot. Walk through a plasma grenade. Well done. Let's reinitialize the gateway opening sequence. Whoops. Well, I'm currently plasmaed up. I can't do it. Okay, go now. Yeah.
We're losing ground!
We can't hold them off for...
That's it. Send them through.
No! This isn't our mission!
A chirpy little noise there.
You took everything from me!
The World Heart!
There's no time. The gateway is closing.
Only 12 of us are left. That crystal contains our civilization.
Seela, stop! We are better than this!
I will remember this, Romulan. I will extinguish your people in payment for your treachery.
So,
This has all played out this way before.
You caused Hobus.
I am the cause for Hobus.
Yep. There we go. Your selfishness has meant your uppance has come. I'll have that, thank you.
I know what you are going to say, but I did what I had to do for my people. I should have acted sooner. If I had, perhaps Romulus would have been restored.
No, your act just caused the destruction of Romulus. We sent 12 Iconians to D83. We are the others.
That can't... Taket! What have I done?
You've always been out for yourself. Now you see the result of your selfishness.
The Iconians have fled to Dewa 3, and the gateway's console has been destroyed, so no one can follow them. Our fate may not have changed from our actions here, but we have done what honor demanded. We are not murderers. Whatever our future may hold, we will face it with our eyes open and our heads held high. We must return to our own time and see what effect our actions had.
Well, it's not going to be easy to explain. Let's beam up. Oh, no beam out.
We're initiating a tachyon burst to reopen the portal that brought us here. That should bring us back to the exact moment we left the present time.
The heralds are firing on the portal!
The portal is destabilizing! Hurry!
Alright, here I go through. Seal following me. Here we are coming back.
Captain Cagran to Alliance Fleet. Stand down. I repeat, stand down. You have the World Heart and the means to end this. Signal the Iconians. Show them we have it, and that we are the ones who save them. This is our last chance to end this war.
Okie dokie.
Do you wish to surrender? A wise decision.
No, we're not going to surrender. We have your world heart, and here it is. See the proof?
How did you acquire that?
We saved it. We were there when Iconia was lost. We are your other.
That is not possible. But yet, I see the world heart in your hands. It is time to end this. Your leaders, our unity. Now.
Wait. Uh-huh.
If what you say is true, then that core contains all of the lost knowledge of our people. So much that we thought was lost forever. Will you return all the remains of our civilization to us?
Listen, this war must end. The wound between our peoples must be healed. Have it back.
I have never had a chance to examine you closely, but now that you stand before me, I remember you helped us, although it gained you nothing. You are the other.
This war should never have happened.
Hate blinded us. Fear of the unknown crippled us. Pain called out for blood in ever greater measures. The events of that day set us on this path. It grieves me to see where it has led. After we escaped to Day 3, protecting ourselves became our sole purpose. We transformed ourselves, our whole, even our heralds, to prevent another tragedy. And we vowed never to trust again.
You trusted me once.
I did, and it saved us. But we believed the other lost to us. And you were lost to time. And we preserved the whole by any means necessary.
You say you want to protect yourselves. In doing so, you have destroyed countless lives.
Indeed. We protected the whole against the lesser species who would destroy us if given a chance. Who would steal what we would not give freely. And we did not mourn the deaths of those who were not a part of our unity. And then we faced you, a foe who would not yield, who subverted time itself in an attempt to destroy us. But instead, you showed compassion, even though you knew what would happen to your people if we survived. You helped us, because that is who you are.
Starfleet's mission is to explore, not destroy. Like you, we're just defending ourselves.
I am humbled in the face of such integrity. I shall be forever grateful to you for showing us the error of our ways.
Enough blood has been spilled. Let us end this war.
No, I will not accept this. Whatever these creatures did in the past is meaningless. I come. They killed our sister. They broke our unity. And for that, I will destroy them.
You've forgotten what we did for your people and for you?
I will never forget what you have done, or what that creature known as Zeta did. There will never be enough blood to wash away my need for vengeance.
Seela was grieving the loss of her homeworld, a homeworld you destroyed. You have already exacted revenge.
A single world. I can destroy 1,000,000 worlds, and it would not be enough. Your existence is an insult to the memory of our people. I will continue my fight, even if I must fight alone.
Taket, please listen.
She will not listen. Taket has always been very stubborn. In a few thousand years, perhaps, her attitudes will change. Until then, be wary. Taket is a formidable opponent, and I will not take up arms against her, even in defense of the other. But with those of us who remain, you shall have peace. We ask only for our home world. Leave Iconia and our servants undisturbed, and we will trouble you no longer.
That sounds fair. We have to ratify this treaty with the Alliance.
I understand, but our terms are not negotiable. We need time to breathe and contemplate. Perhaps in a millennia or two, it will be different.
Very well then. Taket's obviously a little bit annoyed. Thank you, Limirin. Yep, the war is over, and despite me walking down the bridge, I'm still up here. Let's talk with Harry Kim and Nog.
Your compassion has accomplished more in one act than we could have with all the phasers in the fleet. Honor and selflessness have been almost forgotten over the past few years. That needs to change. It's time to act like Starfleet officers again.
Now we need to rebuild.
We have a lot to do to heal the wounds the war has left on us all. But we've survived the Borg and the Dominion. We can survive this.
Indeed.
There's a lot of work to be done now. We need to rebuild, recover, try to learn how to live in this new reality. But with people like you on our side, I know we can do it.
We'll succeed if we all work together.
I don't know what to say. I thought I was protecting our future. But instead, all this... It happened because of a mistake I made hundreds of thousands of years ago. I've made a lot of difficult choices in my life. And I didn't always consider the consequences of my actions. Today has made me wonder if there's another way. If I can be better than I am.
Sorrow isn't going to help the multitude who died because of you.
I thought this was it. The last day. And I was ready, but I'm glad my daughter didn't have to die in defense of the Federation. That I get to go home after this. We all do. Thank you.
You're welcome, Captain.
We have much to do, but first, we will celebrate. Let the blood wine flow now that the bloodletting has ceased. There is more to being a warrior than vengeance and death. True honor comes from doing what is right, despite the personal cost. The Iconians will depart, and we will rebuild. Mercy has triumphed where weapons could not. Now I will try to find a way to share this wisdom with my people. Many warriors have fallen in this war. Those of us who remain must walk the path of honor.
It was your courage that showed me the way, Kagran. There we go. Mission complete. Let's beam up. There we go, back at the direct gateway. Let's hail Captain Kagran to hand in the mission.
The war is over. Although we could not turn back the clock and restore the lives that were lost and the planets that were ravaged, we have ended the conflict honorably. You made the right choice. And that is not always an easy one to make. I would be honored to fight by your side again. Before that day comes, however, we must rebuild. There is already talk of new exploration missions. Perhaps we will find our next challenge among the unexplored stars.
Perhaps we will indeed. Let's take the impulse engine, as I previously mentioned, and I've got 3 replays ahead of me now.
Congratulations, Commander.
To collect the other parts. Okay. USS Sandminer gets a new impulse engine. It appears to be better than the one I currently have. It's got a lot more stats on it, that's for sure. I now have a fiery glow from my impulse engines. Yay! Okay, so cleanup time. We have time to allocate skill points now. I'm going to go to Starfleet Academy and do myself the daily missions there, and that will actually pop me up past level 22 and into 23 as well. So I will do that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.